Hi, good morning all. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solutions. Welcome back to our live session at Net Worth Immigration Solutions. We are working online. I've been coming online from last couple of weeks to answer a lot of questions which client has. And today our topic of discussion will be express entry. Recently there was a draw and that was really unbelievable. It was 440 for Canadian experience class. So first of all, I would like to just brief you up what exactly express entry draws are, draws are happening right now. Why score is 440, and it has even dropped down to some of the province low as 300. Yes, Alberta this time already two times in this year they have dropped down their CRS score through to only 300 points. So how does it exactly work? Once you get into the pool under the express entry, you qualify under either skilled worker class or you qualify under Good Morning Bile, Good Morning Vishal, who joined us already. So express entry, this is how it works. Basically, when you enter into the pool, you get a CRS score point, right? So now either you qualify under Canadian skill class or you qualify under Canadian experience class or skilled trade class. Recently, the draws which are happening, which has happened from last since COVID-19. I know we all are at home, but we all are safe while we are home. But right now, CR has dropped to 440. Now, we are getting a lot of question and a lot of calls from India that why their score is more than that. Why are they not getting invitation to apply when their CRS score is even higher than 440? The reason is because of COVID-19. Right now, Canadian government is only sending invitation to people who qualify under Canadian experience class. What exactly is Canadian experience class? These are for those people who are in Canada and they have at least done 1 year of experience. They've already completed their 1 year of experience in Canada with not O, A, or B level jobs, right? So the Canadian government has classified their jobs into certain NOC levels. So the jobs which fall under NOC O, A, or B are the jobs basically which make you qualify for Canadian experience class. So if you have got 1 year of experience in the Canadian experience class, then you should have got your invitation to apply if your score was 440 and above. But if you are in any other part of the world other than Canada and you don't have any Canadian experience, then definitely you might not have got your invitation to apply, and that is the main reason because the draw which are happening right now is only for Canadian experience class. Meanwhile, I'm having this session. You are welcome. The people who have already joined us, you're welcome to ask any questions you have regarding any immigration concern. But yes, today our topic and main area of discussion is express entry. What you should do to which will make you qualify, and how will you get an invitation to apply? First of all, definitely, if you're in Canada, this is the best chance. I know COVID-19 has affected a lot of people's life, including everybody in the world right now. But right now, because of this COVID-19, the Canadian government is only inviting people who are already in Canada. So this is a golden opportunity for those people who are in Canada and who have got a 1 year of experience and now looking to apply for their permanent residency. To be honest, we never even thought that the score is going to drop to 440 under express entry class, but this is amazing and it may even drop further. So if you're waiting to create your profile, then you should not. If you think you have got your IELTS, you've got your education credential already evaluated, and you have a 1 year experience in Canada or even in India, right? You should apply. You should get into the pool. That's the first thing. If you're not into the pool, definitely you don't stand any chance of qualifying for express entry profile. So to qualify under express entry profile, you have to have these three requirements to be met. You should have your IELTS. When I talk about IELTS, even under Canadian experience class, the IELTS requirement is low. The only IELTS, like for qualifying under express entry and you're applying for Canadian experience class, you don't even need 6 in each band, but you need 1 year of complete work experience. But now, what is the difference between qualifying under Canadian experience and skilled worker class? There is a difference. First of all, you don't need high IELTS. Like for express skill class, you need 6 band in each. But for CRS, you don't need 6 band in each. You only need, uh, even with 6 band overall, you can qualify. Even you have two of the module is 5.5 and you're working at NOC B position. The another difference between Canadian experience class and skilled worker class is in skilled worker class, you need continuous 1 year of full work experience. But under Canadian experience class, you don't need that. You only need for the Canadian experience class, you need 1 year experience, but it could be without, like, if you're, even if you don't have a 1 year of complete work experience, that will still, but you have to have 1 year complete, but you don't have to have a continuous 1 year. For example, you did a 6 month of a job at a knock B level, then maybe fortunately, unfortunately, you lost the job, and then you, or you even change the job and move to another job with at least with the same knock OAB level for another 6 months, that will still make you qualify for Canadian experience class. So that is the benefit here. The IELTS requirement is low. You don't need to have a continuous 1 year of experience, and this is the best time. Trust me, this is the best time if you are looking to qualify, or if you are looking to file your PR. This is the best time to file your permanent residency, because the drop is the CRS score is dropping down. The next thing is why I mentioned that even the CRS has already dropped to 300. That is, once you enter the pool, even all the provinces like Saskatchewan or Alberta, they are also inviting people who are already under the Canadian experience class, and they're already got their profile into the pool. So right now, as I said, in this year already, Alberta has dropped their point and invited people even with as low as 300 express entry points. Yes, it's 300 CRS point if you're scoring, people have still got the invitation. And that is because of the province. Maybe the experience you have is what they are actually looking for. And that is the benefit you're having. So even you're having 300, that is the big thing, because you have got your IELTS, you got your 1 year experience that make you qualify under express entry. Even if you're not picked by Canadian experience class, maybe one or the other province will pick your profile and you get an invitation to apply. So keep an eye on it. You don't have to just wait for CRS to, say example, you're scoring 400 and you're thinking that you may not get an invitation to apply. That's not true. As I said, people with even 300 are getting an invitation to apply. So the chances are, yes, you can get it without that. So here I'm going to take up our first question. Can I submit express entry profile before having 1 year experience and then submit document after completing? No, George, that's not possible. You can only create your profile. That the system will only show you eligible once you have already got your 1 year of complete experience. If you don't have complete 1 year experience, you cannot create your profile, unfortunately. So to enter into the pool, you need to have complete 1 year, your IELTS and your education credential being evaluated. The benefit they're giving right now, if you're say you have been got an ITA and you don't have complete documents, those documents can be later submitted. They are giving an extension, like you're not able to do your biometrics, you're not able to go through your medical. These are the sort of things you can submit later. But to create an express entry profile, you need to have 1 year of complete work experience. So I hope that answers your question, George. There's another question from Himanshu. How can we get provisional nomination through express entry? Do we need to apply to each province? No, Himanshu, you don't have to apply to each province separately. But once you create your profile, you have to make sure there's an option which comes where they ask you particularly, are you interested, which province are you looking at, or which city are you looking at. Once you create your profile, you make sure you are selecting every province as an option. So once the draw happens, and if you are one of the person with a skill class they're looking at, you will automatically get an invitation to apply in your express entry portal only. So in your CIC login, you will get an ITA, you'll get a message that you have been invited by one or the other province, but you don't have to apply each province separately. You just have to create your profile. Once your profile is created, once you are into the pool, then you have to wait for the province to send you an ITA. I started my job in January 2019, but I got my work permit in May 2019. When did my experience? Gopi, your work experience starts the day you apply for your post-graduate work permit and you start working. So for in your case, if you started working in January and by that time you have already applied for your post-graduate work permit, so your work permit will be counted from since January 2019. So once you have done by December 2019, you will complete your 1 year work experience. So you can already enter into the express entry pool if you have other requirements have been met. Another question is from Mayuri. Hi, I have 3 years of experience back in India in IT. I'm currently in Canada. Am I eligible for Canadian experience or any other category? Okay. So Mayuri, you do qualify for express entry class, but unfortunately you don't qualify for Canadian experience class because you don't have a complete 1 year experience in Canada. Till you don't have it, you have to wait, but you should still go ahead and create your profile. Maybe any of the other province may send you an ITA if your experience or your category of experience you have is matches what they are actually looking at, or they have a demand of that sort of skill, then you may get an ITA. But under candidate experience class, you'll have to get an experience with Canada. Yes, Imanshu, you have got 356 and have express entry profile. I'll advise, as I said, just wait. Maybe I don't know what knock position or what position you got that experience, but the chances are you may get through any of the PNP if you're lucky. But you have to wait, and you don't have to, as I said, you don't have to apply to all the province. If they think your skill set is what they're looking at, they'll send you an invitation to apply. What do you think? How much express entry CEC draw is expected to go down? Robin, I think it's going to still further drop down. I cannot give you an exact number, but maybe another 10 to 15 points. And if this COVID-19 situation doesn't improve too soon, the chances are it can even see the 2018, the lowest draw was 413. So maybe that is what that could even go down to that one, but we have to wait and watch. There's nothing in particular we can guess about right now, but the way the things are going, the way the score is dropping down, chances are it will go down even maybe to 420. But it's just an assumption. We have to wait and watch how it goes. Any chance of getting ITA with 430? Yes, sir, definitely, Sarabji. The last draw was 440, so I think you're only 3 points short of the last draw. I'm pretty sure if the way the trend has been from last 2 3 months, the you should get an ITA in the next draw, because I'm pretty sure they're not going to invite anybody from outside yet till this situation doesn't improve. The people who have got their Canadian experience class, they definitely have a chance that they will go through, and you may get through with your 437 points. My husband and spouse open work permit. He work full time in not B job. Is there any chance to be qualified again? Yes, definitely. If your husband has completed 1 year of work experience file, then definitely you can qualify under Canadian experience class. And as I said you before, even if it's not a continuous 1 year experience, you still qualify for Canadian experience class. I've got Nogby jogging from employment agency. Is it okay? Priya is okay as far as if it's a NOGB position, even if it's through an employment agency, but at the end of the day, we will need all the necessary document which prove that you have been working in a NOGB position, which prove that your roles and responsibility matches that NOGB position. Definitely, yes, you can, but even if you're working through agency, but the documentation part need to be taken care of. So if you need any advice, definitely you can call us. Our office is in Brampton. We are close. We are situated very close to Brampton Gateway Terminal. So right now we are not working online. We are only working online. But yes, this from this week, just another announcement to make. We will be accepting walk-ins, but only through appointment, and that too only on Wednesday and Saturday. So every Wednesday and Saturday, we will be available in the office to take walk-ins, but only through appointments. That's it. You cannot just walk in. You just book your appointment, and definitely then you can come and see us. I have a 8 months post-graduate diploma. Will it be assessed by West, and can I get 2 or more diploma points in CRS? I need further more information to answer your question. My 1 year experience is completed and waiting for ECA from PEBC office. Since the office is closed due to COVID, the process is delayed. Do I have to wait until I receive it, or then I have to create a profile? As I said, you to create a profile, we need your education credential to be evaluated, right? We need a report for that. Unfortunately, I know a lot of offices are closed, so the things are getting delayed. But as I said, we cannot create a profile until and unless we have that ECA been done, because we need a number to enter into your pool, into your profile, and that only we can get once it has been done. What are the chances of dropping down to 420? Naman, again, I just answered that question. We have to keep a finger crossed. The lowest which happened was 413 in 2018. So let's see. This is even a lower number than that, but you never know. Just keep your finger crossed. There's no yes and no answer to that question. If you have been invited by another province, do we need to move to that province? Yes, basically that's the whole idea, Rajiv. At least you have to move there. You have to show them that you are willing to move there. In fact, then most of the cases, say once your provincial nominee has been approved and you're under express entry pool, before making a decision, sometimes even our officer can send you a request. We have seen in a lot of cases, they'll send you a request asking you what effort you're making to move to that province which has nominated you. So you have to keep your things ready. They do ask for these things before giving a final PR approval. So if you have been invited already through one of the province, then you should have your things planned, how you want to do it and how you're going to move to that province. I'll be having 1 year experience in September 2020, but can I submit a profile saying I have 1 year experience now and receive ITA? No, 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 George. That's not the right way to do. You cannot do that way, because when you submit the application, they know when you got an ITA, and then after that you are completing it. That's not a way to do it. To get into the pool, make sure you have your 1 year experience completed. One for April 2020 profile submission did not receive any update. In current Canada work permit expiring in December 2020, can we apply for open work permit during implied? Yes. Yes, you can apply for. It's called bridging work permit. Once you are into the pool and you have got an ITA and you submitted your file, then definitely you can apply for a bridging work permit. So that is the category you have to apply. It is an open work permit, but it is called bridging open work permit, which can be processed if your PR application is under process. I have 1 year experience in NOGB in July, and I did graduate back home. How much score I need in IELTS to get CRS? Rohit, basically, that's a calculation we need to do. I'll advise you to give us a call at our office. Somebody, one of our PR counselor will be able to assist you. They'll be able to answer you exactly, because we need further more information to let you know how you can score 450. But to just give you an answer, if you're a graduate to score 450, you're looking at least 7 band in each, most probably. But as I said, we need a complete profile to exactly let you know, but 7 in each will be at least a requirement. But we have to look into other factors too. What are the employer requirement who can issue express entry PR? Aman, I don't think that's, I can answer that. What's the employer requirement? There's no employer requirement from the employer. It's basically CIC's requirement, which you need to fulfill to qualify for experience class. My experience will be complete in September 2029. I think it's 2020 saying. Can I submit profile right now and we can submit the no, as I said you earlier, kindly once you have completed your 1 year experience, because it will say if you don't have an experience of 1 year, it will not make you create your profile. It will show you not eligible. So when you fill up the date has to be exactly what you're working for. You cannot mention a wrong date, right? So it has to be the exact date which makes you complete your 1 year. Then only you can create your profile. How long they're not going to take application from outside Canada? Any wild guess? Maybe for another couple of months. Maybe I'm expecting till fall. I think they should start taking application from abroad. But again, it's a very tricky question. We don't have an answer. But yes, maybe by fall 2020, we can expect them to start taking application from abroad. But once they start taking from outside Canada, then the chances are the CRS may again go high. So this is the best time to get an ITA if you're in Canada and you've got an experience already. If one of my pay stub is 1575 hours, how much does it affect as I got an ITA? Okay, you mean to say you didn't work completely 60 hours for that week? It's up to the officer. I'll advise. I can give you an advice on, but I cannot give you here on the live platform. You can call our office and they will be able to help you out in that, and we will be able to answer that question to you. How will that and how could in fact get that affected, and maybe there is a way around to that. Currently, we have CRS score of 330 excluding PNP. How possible for us as a software engineer in my current position? With 330 is a low score, but as I said, maybe not through Canada Experience class, but maybe any of the province can send you an ITA. Once you get an ITA, then even with 330, as I said, the Alberta has dropped down their CR score. Even Saskatchewan had their draw recently. If you are under the in-demand skill class, then they have two categories there. If you fall under the in-demand occupation list, then you may even get an ITA with 330 points. Prashant, must visit network immigration. They suggest proper way and trustworthy immigration. Thank you, Prashant, for your comment here. My wife have NOGB position job in Alberta, but she don't have any experience in Canada, but she have 5-year experience in teacher plans of a CR. So she's eligible to apply for PR or not. See, you can create your profile, but as I said, right now, because you're not qualifying under Canadian experience class, you may not get an ITA through CRS score dropping, like it was 440 last, but the chances are, because if I don't have the complete 1-year experience in Canada, you may not get an ITA through the express entry right now. But as I said earlier, maybe one or the other province, if they're looking at school teachers and you have an experience, if you're looking at to hire to have more school teacher in their province, then your wife may get an ITA through it. I want to know what I have IELTS scored 6 and in reading I have 5. Can I apply in express entry? I have Canadian. Yes, Krupal, yes, you can apply. As I said to you earlier, the requirement for Canadian experience IELTS is low as compared to skilled worker class. So if you have 1 year experience and you've got 6 band, 1 module 5.5, definitely that's going to affect your CRS score. But definitely you can go ahead and apply for your submit your profile under express entry. Does it really take 15 to 18 months for paper PR application? Does I need to have my job until I receive PR foreign demand skill stream on that? Yes, George, it's strongly recommended that you should have a job in your hand while your PR application is processed. Because if that PR application was through one of the PNP and was the requirement, it does take 15 to 18 months for the paper application, but you have to have that job because whole of your application is based on that employer who has supported your application and got you a PNP approval. So you have to, but maybe because of this COVID-19, if your job has been affected, that can be taken into consideration, but there are a lot of other factors which we need to look at. Do I have to show any specific amount in the bank account throughout the PR process? Yes, Krishna, you have to. There is a settlement funds. If you Google settlement funds for express entry, there's a chart available on the IRCC website where you can exactly, depending on the family members, you can know how much of funding you need to keep. That is called settlement fund. That should be in your account. Arif has a question. My company has given me option between NOC skill O and other skill B, both in IT. What should I go for? See, here it's your personal choice depending on what you want to do. Basically, I don't know what sort of position is O or B you're getting in IT. Obviously, O is a higher position, but both will make you qualify for experience entry class, express entry class. So whichever position you take will make you qualify from PR perspective, but you have to consider your own circumstances looking at you want to go for NOC O or for NOC B position. I've got another question. To claim points for master degree in CRS, one should pursue MSc in same discipline or any management course can fetch me point. Okay, any master's program, if you're talking about taking a program in Canada, then any master will fetch you the same point. And even if you're MSc, if you're back home somewhere outside Canada right now, then it depends the country you are in. Then once you submit through your ECA, like most of the universities in India, if you do your masters from there, they do qualify, they come equivalent to masters in Canada, but there are few universities and few programs, particularly, I'm not talking about program, they're universities, basically, it depends on the university you have done your degree from. If your degree is from a few universities, when they evaluate in Canada, they only give you a diploma level, a post-graduation diploma. So that will not give you a master's point. So it depends more on a university than on a program to make you qualify under the points. It is necessary to maintain funds in the account as shown in the profile throughout the PR processing timeline. It's recommended. It's recommended that you show that fund throughout the PR processing timeline. But if you are in Canada and you're already working here and you have a job offer, like you're already working on a job, then even there is an exemption in that category that you are into the pool or your PR is under process and you already have a job, then there is an exemption that you don't have to show those settlement fund, but it's always recommended to have that throughout your PR profile. Which province will be fast to ITA for IT experienced person? See, there are a lot of draws happening this time in ITA with IT. Even Ontario has been inviting a lot of people with IT. There was a special tech draw, but the tech draw has certain 8 or 9 NOC level. If you have qualified under those NOC, then even you can get it through Ontario. Hi, if anyone got the LMI approved, pay rate should be increased for the NOC B job. Yes, once you get your LMI approved, once you basically get your work permit approved through that LMI, then you should be getting the job, the pay what is mentioned on your LMI approval. So basically, there's a difference here. Once you get an LMI approval, you don't have to straight away start getting that salary. But once you get a work permit based on that LMI, then your salary should be exactly matching to your NOC mentioned on the LMI approval. Hi, sir, which is the best province to apply PR or to be eligible if one has completed 3 years advanced diploma in mechanical engineering? But basically, as I said earlier in this program, you cannot apply for PR on your own for PNP. Normally, you are into the pool, and if your experience is matching to the requirements or the demand they have in their province, then they automatically send their invitation to apply to the client. So there's not but much to be discussed here. Definitely, you should be into the pool once you're scoring enough. Depending on the province, you may get a call from one or the other province. What is the current processing time for positive LMI approval? Okay, to answer this, there's no difference between a processing time either it's a positive or a negative, but this has been fluctuating. We have I personally felt that last month we got our LMI approved. We filed a couple of LMI. They were approved within a week's time. But now I've felt we have applied more applications after that. It is more than a month, and the employer has not yet been contacted by the department. So this time is fluctuating. It can even go to 3 months, and it can even happen in within a week's time. So it all depends how much busy they are. Maybe they are busy, more busy right now when they were last month, so they are taking more. So you have to wait and watch. There is no set, but you can go to the website. It does talk about the processing time, because that also depend on what category of LMI you have applied. There are a lot of categories under LMI too. So they have mentioned on the website. I'll ask you and advise you to just go visit the website and see what is the exact processing time right now, depending on the LMI application you have submitted. When will federal skilled worker draw? Manvi, again, no answer to that, exact answer to that. Honestly, we have to wait maybe by fall, as I said, if the things more improves further. Expecting in August, September, even it could happen before that, but right now, the way things are going, I'm predicting it maybe in August, September, they again start sending ITA for the federal skilled worker class. Tell me about helper work permit. Many agents advise 2 year work permit. Is it true? Which helper work permit are we talking about, Jaspal? If you can just let me know, then I'll be able to answer it. For 1 year job offer for NOC B, at the time PR invitation received under express entry class, already completed 2 months out of 1 year of job offer. Is it okay to submit the PR application under this date? Yes, you can go ahead and submit the application. Sir, I have a question regarding driver LMI. Can you arrange it for me? Is there any effect of COVID-19 on transport jobs? No, there are still a lot of employer basically who are looking for, if you already have an experience, and we know few employers who are basically looking for truck drivers and they are ready to support your LMI application, even PNP application. So contact our office. We may be able to help you out with an LMI, because we know employer who are actually looking for truck drivers because they are in need of it, because that comes under essential services. So even because of COVID-19, their business has not been affected too much and the demand has been more. So you contact our office. We may be able to help you on that. I have 1 year experience, Canadian experience, and applied for extra entry. My concern is that should I need to continue the job till I got ITA, or I can do any other job? Okay, you can switch off under a Canadian experience class if you're already, obviously, if you're into the pool, you have got your 1 year experience. Once you've got your ITA, and even if you've not got your ITA, but you've got your 1 year experience, you want to change your job, you can go and change your job. You don't have to continue that job, because your points are based on the 1 year experience you've already got. So if you're changing your job, going to any other province or doing any other NOC position, is not going to affect your express entry profile. What are the chances with CRS 468? Man, with okay, I think you're asking about federal skilled worker. I'm pretty sure that that stands a good chance, but we have to wait once they open up. Um, then we have to see what sort of draws CR scores they come out with. But 468, I think, still is a good chance, because 472 was the highest which went this year beginning. So 468 is a good chance we have. Sir, I'm in India. I've got post graduation work permit. Do I need to get job offer before come, or I can come now? No, Sunny. Yes, you can come whenever you want if you've got your post graduation work permit, but make sure you've got your passport stamped. Once you've got your T, which is called TRV, if you've got your TRV, and when the international flight resumes, you can travel back to Canada. You don't need a job to come back if you already got a work permit. What should be the IELTS score to get CRS score of 440? Okay, sir, there are a lot of factors which contribute to your CRS scores. So just asking about 440, giving you a rough idea, 7 band can get you 440, but we have to see what is your highest education, how many years of experience you hold in India, in Canada. So there are a lot of factors, but just giving you an idea, even people with 6.5 can even score 440, but again, it depends on complete profile. So if you want further information, contact our office, and our counselor are working online and will be able to assist you. When Canada is going to call September intake student? Shivani, we are also, in fact, waiting to hear that from IRCC, but we haven't got any update. But as far as I'm looking from news coming from India, they may resume their international flight in August. Right now in Canada, they haven't announced that phase. When are they going to call the international students? But uh, looking at the scenario and way the numbers are dropping in Canada, I'm hopeful maybe by August they and the flight resumes in India, and I'm pretty sure maybe in August they will invite people who already got their study permit or work permit who are stuck in India or in any of their home country. They will be they may be able to fly by August sometime. And can we book IELTS right now in Ontario? I think the computerized IELTS is happening. You need to check with the IELTS center. I think they are taking computer IELTS, not the walking IELTS, but you can go and do the computer IELTS. Is $14 pay rate okay to apply for PR if I have now O job and work for 1 year? Normally, it's not basically $14 for a knock B, the very low, because $14 is normally for the knock B positions, knock A, or the officer may have a doubt if you're only getting paid $14 and the position shows you knock B position, the officer may have a doubt that you are not actually performing those roles and responsibility, because knock B position roughly has $17, $18 depending on what sort of company is it, but $14 is too low for a knock B position. So you can apply, but officer may have a doubt on that you're not performing the roles and responsibility, because $14 is a very low salary if you consider about knock O positions. Baker is a knock B job. Yes, Baker is a knock B position job. You can apply for express entry once you've done your 1 year. Once you got your 1 year of your experience. Can we still apply for LMI in Ontario if employer has laid off a couple of people in COVID? Yes, if the reason of the laydown is COVID-19, then you can still go ahead and apply, because this is not called laid off. This is temporary, where people have been given work from home option, or they have been temporarily been laid off. But in that case, you can still go ahead and apply for the LMI. Child development assistant can come under permanent residency. I have work permit in daycare level 1. Yes, daycare level 1. I need to know the exact position, Vipal, to answer your question, what exactly position it is. Then I will be able to answer it. Hi, I'm from India. My husband is working in. Um, my husband is working in Saudi Arabia with 10 years experience in it, and I'll score 6 and CRS. So is it possible for him? Uh, it seems to be difficult with 299. It's too low score, but you never know. And I don't know what sort of experience your husband has in Saudi Arabia, but you never know. But yes, right now looking at 299, it seems to be a low for the experience centric ITA to come. Thank you for the suggestion. Shall we process application via express entry or PNP or PR with period outside Canada? See, basically right now you can just, the best you can do is, if you qualify, create your profile, be into the pool, and then see if you get a call from PNP or the score drops down. But obviously CRS under Canada experience class is not going to drop to 320. It's going to be above 400 most probably. So, but yeah, maybe you get a call from any of the PNP. 1 year experience starts from the time we apply for work permit or from the time we receive your work permit. Okay, this is a question we've been asked very regularly to us. To answer it again, the day you apply for your postgraduate work permit, and if you have got a job, say after the next day or the same day, your experience count the moment you start, you have applied your postgraduate work permit. You, once you say your work permit come after 3 months, so if you have worked by that time for 3 months, it will be considered under your experience entry class or under your 1 year experience. So the day you apply, you become eligible to work full time, and your experience is counted from that date. Sir, I have a CRS. Is it advisable to do ICAS, as it will shoot my score to 475? See, it's always advisable to have as high score in the pool as possible. As I said you earlier, 468 could give you an ITA, but it depends when it opens up what sort of profiles are there into the pool and what is the CRS. But higher point you have, the better chances you have. You are already got 468. You can go ahead and do your ICAS, and if you go to 475, it will always be a benefit for you. But you can wait and watch what happens. So when open work permit result will be declared? Right now it's taking around, depending on what sort of open work permit you have applied, but when we are getting in a month, or even if it's taking 2 to 3 months, depending on the case. I did 3 years polytechnic diploma in India, and I have 1 year experience, but salary was in cash. Now I completed my 2 year study in construction engineering technician. My age is 25 and CLB 6, where I moved from Ontario to get PR. Okay, moving from one province to other, there are a lot of factors you need to keep in mind. You need to have an employer. Wherever you will be moving, you will need an employer to sponsor your PNP application, right? So getting up and answer your question, to answer the question that you got salary in cash, as far as it was a genuine job and you have other proof to show that you were actually working there, you can use that experience under your experience candidate experience class. Are there any chances in the list of the job title under skill category B recently? Uh, Tarun, sorry, I didn't get your question. If you can just elaborate more on what exactly you're looking at, then I may be able to answer it. So, what are the chances of getting a PR if one gets a category B job within 6 months of post-graduation work permit? See, knock OAB, any position you get will make you qualify for your express entry class with your for your PR. So once you've got within 6 months, depending say you've got 3 years of work permit, after 6 months you will qualify for say after that. If you work for 1 year, that will make you qualify and create your profile. But make sure during that 1 year itself, you're doing your IELTS, you're doing your ECA done beforehand because any situation can happen. Like COVID-19 happened, we have been advising client then don't wait for 1 year to complete before when you do your IELTS. You should do it as soon as possible. And this is the right example right now. Because of COVID-19, people, we know a lot of people who have got 1 year of experience, but that they are not able to give IELTS. So any situation can happen anytime. You should be prepared as soon as possible. Once you are sure that you've got your knock B position and within 1 year you will be qualifying, make sure you get your IELTS done, your ECA done as soon as possible. I've just applied for PG. I want to know if I can start applying for permanent residence. No, you have to have an experience. By applying for PGWP, don't give you any. You don't qualify the moment you apply. You need to have 1 year experience, and then if you have back home experience, you can create your profile. But then it depends on case to case. But basically, yes, just applying for post graduation work permit is not gonna make you qualify for permanent residency. Will the PR processing already be delayed if I've submitted in January? Yes, we can expect some delays because the staff is, I don't think they're working with the full staff strength right now. We can expect some delays, but normally online application are being processed, especially for PR cases. If it's under express entry class, usual processing time is 6 to 7 months right now. We can expect a delay because right now we have also filed a lot of applications in January, but we haven't got any results for them. But we can expect some delays happening because of this COVID-19. We are a family of three. Me and my husband work in a field in teaching. When I check CRS score online, it is showing me online what is easy process to PR. And there is no easy process for PR. You have to qualify under one or the other program. So try to improve your CRS score, get more band in IELTS. The more band you have, the better chances you score. Is a bank teller considered as no bank? It depends on the roles and responsibility, but I'm pretty sure bank teller doesn't come under knock B because it's just like a cashier sort of job. So it is not coming under knock B. Got laid off since 2 months due to COVID-19 and I am in the middle of 1 year experience. What can I do now? Wait, Krishna, you have to wait. That is the only thing you can do right now. I know you don't have the complete 1 year experience right now, but unfortunately you have to wait. There is no other option. Just wait and I hope the situation improves and you get your job back and then you are able to complete your 1 year experience. Thank you, Ashish. I'll keep my good work up. Thanks for the appreciation. Hi, sir. I have post-graduation work permit. Right now, I'm in India. I read on CIC that you can only come to Canada if you have job offer and port of entry letter of introduction. Uh, no, basically, if you have a post-graduation work permit, I haven't heard or read anything about it yet. That they have announced that you can only come. You have a work permit, but maybe they of COVID-19 they're doing it. But I haven't come across any particular link which talks about it. I'll still go have a look, and if there's any further new update on it, and I'll get back to you. Due to COVID-19, I'm getting 52, 57 I bi-weekly still these working hours eligible for my express entry. No, to qualify under experience entry or under any of the class, you need to be working full time throughout. You cannot have part time and full time combination and get through your 1 year experience. It has to be a completely 1 year experience with full hours of at least 60 hours a week, which is 30 hours a week, sorry, and 60 hours bi-weekly. Any idea when will Canada Visa office in Delhi open? No idea. That we have to wait and watch. How possible to get PNP for software engineer at present? See, there are a lot of IT people always stand the chance, so you have to just wait. Software engineer. I think there was a recent tech draw did invited a knock with software engineers. So keep an eye on OINP, but I don't know how much you're scoring. The score still has to be pretty around 430, 440 right now to even get through that ONP. If I want to apply on student, but I have my husband and one kid dependent on me, what is the best way because I cannot leave my kid? I know it's hard to leave your family back home, but there are no best way to work around those things. You have to have your CRS score as high as possible to make you qualify. How much time spousal sponsorship will take? Are we talking, Manvi, about sponsorship after you got your PR and if you want to invite your spouse? It usually takes around 6 to 8 months. But right now, because the paper applications are delayed, it may take up to a year before you can get your spousal sponsorship approved. How to know you should go with PNP or express entry? Okay, Mandeep, basically once you have enough experience in Canada, you've got your IELTS and everything, PNP is, say example, if you are only high school from back home from India, right? You don't have any experience. Even if you get 1 year experience in Canada, that is only going to give you a score of 350, 360. So definitely the chances are getting through express entry are low. People who are graduate, who are masters, they have better chance of qualifying through express entry. But as I said, now it also depends on what category of experience you have, Mandeep. Maybe the experience you have is in one of the skill demand list in one of the province. Even with 300 something, you can get your CRS score. You can get your ITA. Like I said earlier, also this year already 2 times Alberta has sent PNP. Their ITA with score as low as 300. So it depends, but basically yes, for you maybe PNP or PNP depends on your qualification back home. I'm working as a shift manager in a food franchisee. My salary is it an hour? Is it a knock B? When I normally shift manager does come under knock B. I'm pretty sure all the shift manager or the team leaders they come under knock B. It does depend on your roles and responsibility, but I'm pretty sure if your position is shift manager, it should come under knock B position. I saw some article which mentioned some job codes are removed under skill category B. For example, knock is that true? Sorry about my last question. I don't think so. That's true. We haven't come across anything. It's the article. Depends on where you're reading your article from. If it's an official source from IRCC, then yes, whatever you're reading is true. If you're reading through some external source, you need to verify that source. Because I haven't come across anything which says 1221 is be taken out of NOC B position. It's still there on the website. So it does depend what source you are looking at. 5 year experience pharmacist. I got IL6 West was also completed. I Thank you, Krishna. Krishna's got another. I have 1 year experience in India, but didn't have any pay stub since the salary was paid in cash. What should I do if I have to include that? See, you can still if you had a genuine job, because in India we all know there are a lot of jobs which have been the salary has been paid in cash. Only in big companies or big MNCs or big cities that are paying in account. Usually, people in India are getting paid in cash. We have done a lot of cases where people were paid in cash. We have showed them experience. They did qualified and got their PR through. But it also depends on what other documents we have rather than just the salary proof. But yes, you can still count their experience and you can qualify. But you cannot qualify for that through Canadian Experience Class, because Canadian Experience Class means that you have to have 1 year experience in Canada, not anywhere outside Canada. Is there any chance with the 380 score can I apply in any province, and what are the chances that I will be selected with this score in my province? You always stand a chance. I said the CR has even dropped to 380, 300 to few of the province. So just keep an eye on them. You may qualify. When will federal skill worker draw come now? Most probably in August or September. But again, there is no right answer I have or the exact answer I have. But looking at the situation right now, like I'm pretty sure the Canada has got their COVID-19 numbers in control. As so the chances are they're going to invite federal skilled worker, but we have to wait and watch because the other part of the world are getting too many cases. So it's unpredictable situation right now. We have to wait and watch. So if experience in India is less than 1 year, if that will be considered, no. If you need to have at least 1 year of experience to be counted. If you don't have 1 year experience, it cannot be counted. Even it's 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, unless you complete your 1 year of experience, you will not be qualifying under any of the class. What are the chances if one has only 5 months of NOC experience, but the work permit is expiring before completion of one whole year? A shift, the only way you can get out of the situation is if the employer you're working with, if they're ready to hire you full time and they're ready to process your LMI application and get your work permit extended, that is the only way. Other than that, If your work experience is not, you're not able to complete a 1 year experience and your work permit is expiring, then unfortunately there's nothing much can be done until unless your employer helps you to get an LMI. I have a score of 437 CRS. Is that good for next draw? Hopefully good. Just keep your finger crossed, and you may get an ITA next week. The way it's dropping from last 3, 4, in fact 4, 5 draws, the chances are that you should get your your ITA. Just let's wait and watch what happens. I know it's going to be another by weekly is happening, so it's gonna this week it was 440. So just wait for another 10 days. You should get your answer here. As I'd applied for May intake, but due to COVID-19, I made my intake defer. In this case, my visa gets completed here in India itself without attending any class. So how I'm going to apply to extend my visa? Will it be possible? Yes, you can, Shivani. Once if you've already got your visa through, and because of COVID-19 you're stuck, I think they will come out with some. If, for example, the only scenario this can happen is if you have just got a 1 year of work study permit, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna, again, it's just a wild guess. Maybe by January 2020, they're going to call all the international students can come in. Maybe who've got visa may come in September too. We have to wait and watch. But the only situation I said that can happen is you have got 1 year. Then we have to again, as I said, wait and watch. Maybe there is some update from IRCC that they going to ask automatically extend those visas, and you can come here. But it will all depend how we go from here related to COVID-19. I am willing to know about federal skill trade. Krishna, normally trade uh, draws only happen 1 or 2 in a year. So you have to wait. I don't know what more information you're looking at, but normally it happens once or twice in a year. So Krishna Patel has got, what about Manitoba PNP after grade 12? Uh, just having a grade 12, okay, Manitoba, yes, you have, but again, you need, Krishna, you need to have an employer who's ready to sponsor your application. If you have an employer, then even after +2, Manitoba PNP can be an option for you. But you need to have an employer who's ready to support you, who's ready to offer you a full-time job position. Thank you for sharing so much suggestion. Keep on this. Thank you. I am ACC and BA bachelor having more than 10 year experience in Pakistan. So which program suitable for me? Anything related, see, and a bachelor having more, okay, and you've got, so master degree, anything related to accountancy will help you out getting a visa, or even if an MBA can get you a visa, it depends what sort of interest you have, but doing a master in business administration can also get you a visa. Is there any chance to appear for IELTS in Ontario? Any opening for IELTS indicator for immigration purpose? There's no, we have seen that there were a couple of updates by, more dates have been available, but I think computer tests have already started. So if you're comfortable giving a test on computers, I think they're already taking up the dates, and you can go ahead and do your test. Now I'm here in India due to COVID-19. I'm stuck here. Yeah, a lot of people are stuck in India. Few of our team members, in fact, stuck in India, but unfortunately, we have to wait and see when they will be able to travel back. I want to apply on student. I have one kid dependent on me. What is the best way I can apply? I cannot leave my kid. You can see applying with, if you want to apply for the study permit and you want to get your kid visa to be done along with you, it's very rare that you're going to get a visa. We have hardly seen cases where they grant visas along with your family. Usually, yes, once you've got your own study permit approved and then you apply for your kid or for your spouse, the chances are you will get they will get their your husband will get a spousal open work permit and your kid will get a visitor visa depending on his age. But applying it together, I'm pretty sure we have tried it a couple of times, but there's no too much of positive results. The the IELTS, so it's better definitely you apply for yourself first and then see then if you want to apply for your kids after all. How many more months do you think the score will be low and select only CEC category? Another couple of months maybe, because I'm pretty sure they don't want to right now invite people who are outside Canada because of they still fear a spread of COVID-19 happening. So we have to wait. It's a call by the government. So I'm pretty sure maybe another for a month for sure for June month, and then see how it goes, and then we can take care of what could go after that. So then the last question we're going to take up for today. Computer test is not yet started. Like papers should we wait for a couple of months? Yes, Jobin, if you have contacted the IELTS center and they have not yet started taking even the computer, but I'm pretty sure I know people who have got sent us their result. But that was from Alberta recently. I got somebody did a computer IELTS and they sent us that result. So I'm not pretty sure if it's happening in Ontario or other part. But be in touch with the IDP or British Council. But if they're not taking computer also, then definitely we have to wait. There's no way or the other option you can go and get your IELTS. Without IELTS, you'll not be able to qualify for any of the class, experience entry class. Can I apply for PR for Canada? What is the way? There are a lot of ways depending, Chirag, on your profile. So we don't have your profile, so I'm not able to comment how you can apply. But there are a lot of PNP program, a lot of express entry things going around. So it depends. Can I apply in any province with his 300 score, and what are the chances? 380, again, as I said, if your occupation in demand, maybe you even get an ITA with 380, but as the score has dropped down even to 300 in a couple of provinces. So it depends on what category of experience you have. Do you help to get jobs in Nova Scotia or Winnipeg? No, Rahul, we don't assist people to finding a job because we are an immigration consultant. We do help in your immigration filing and all, but we don't help anybody finding a job in NOCB, in Nova Scotia or any province. But once you have got a job and you've got an employer, if you want our help to file an application for you, that we can definitely help you with. Thank you, Krishna, for answering your question, for asking us some questions today. I'm currently under NOC C job. I got my work permit in last year, November 2019. I'm expecting NOC B job in this December 2020. My work permit is expiring 1 year, 2022. When should I start the process? See, the only way you can qualify for Canadian experience class or through representative is once you've got at least 1 year of complete work experience. So once you've got your 1 year of complete work experience, that is the time you can create your profile. But make sure you've got your IELTS before that. You've got your education credential evaluation reports before you complete your 1 year, so you don't have to wait further because those process also take time from 2 to 4 months getting your IELTS and WES. So try to get that thing done as soon as possible. So I think that's enough for the day today. There's a lot of been question I've already answered on the express entry class. Now, Net Worth Immigration Solution is based in Ontario in Brampton. We are based in very close to Brampton Gateway Terminal, and we have got office in India. We are working online right now. We are also starting from this week, from onward, we are started taking walk-ins, but only through appointments. We are booking appointment for your PR or something, but the only date we will be available right now will be Wednesday and Saturday. We'll be available full time to take appointments, but you cannot just walk in, you have to book an appointment. Other than that, we are working online for all sort of applications, all sort of, if you're looking for any admission in any of the colleges in Ontario or anywhere in Canada, we can assist you for September intake. But right now we are only assisting people who are already in Canada because only onshore admissions are open right now. Admissions are open for offshore, but because the visa center is not yet open, so we are not aggressively working on that. But if you are in Canada and looking for any admission, then definitely we can help you getting any admission anywhere. If you're looking for your post-graduation work permit, spouse open work permit, spousal PR, any category of application you're looking at, we'll be able to help you and assist you. Just visit our office. Our contact number is 647-891-0647. My name is Vishal Manocha. I'm the regulated Canadian immigration consultant. You have to make sure whatever category of application you're doing in Canada, you should get it through a regulated consultant only. There are a lot of ghost consultants in the market, but avoid getting your cases through them because they haven't got the license, and they may you may end up into losing your whole status in Canada if they do something wrong. So just get back to us. I'll be coming live again next week, maybe on Sunday same time. That will be notified on our Facebook page. Join us. If your friends and family you have any question or concern, definitely you can come on this online platform, and I'll be able to answer them as much as possible. Thanks for joining this session. Thank you once again from Net Worth Immigration Solution, Vishal Manocha. All the best. Stay home, stay safe.